Hey, September 20th, 2021, there's an election in Canada. Doesn't matter who wins, Canadians will lose. The Prime Minister of Canada, nothing he says is Trudeau, and all the other parties, they lie as well. I got to tell you, there's just a whole bunch of different varieties of socialism, and it's not nice. One of them has a name conservative, and I got to say, they're not really right-wing at all. They're giving away every day other people's money. Hey, I'll bribe you with your money if you'll vote for me. Not very nice. The Liberals, they lie always. The Conservatives, they lie sometimes, actually most of the time. The NDP, they're basically a charity. NDP is code in Canada for a socialist party, and they are a charity. All they do is give away, give and give and give and give, but to give you got to get, which means you have to take from all the people who work, and you got to give it then to those who don't, kind of, sort of. And then you have the Green Party. That's just a tree nursery. That's kind of what they should be. Go in your basement and hide and be quiet and wear a mask and grow a tree and come back someday. Blah! It goes on and on. The only good party there probably is the PPC, People's Party of Canada, and it's the best party that'll never govern Canada. It's not a fair system, is it? I gotta say, you know, and 2 years ago, less than 2 years ago, there was an election. So this election is going to cost upwards to $1 billion. And for what reason? You're in the middle of a pandemic. I mean, the whole thing is totally irresponsible. Why did Trudeau do that? I know why. Because effectively he had a majority government, because the NDP, again, the commie government there, or commie party, I should say, always supported him, but he wanted to go even further left than the NDP. How bad is that? I mean, when the NDP party in Canada is further right than the Liberal Party, everybody's got to sit down and say, I think I'll start drinking now. It's not good. Get strategic. Is that it? Do you vote for the Conservatives just so the Liberals don't get in? That's a hard call, but I kind of guess you should. I mean, you should vote for a Shetland pony over Trudeau and his gang of goofs, but to vote strategically is not an easy thing. I mean, but, a lot of buts here, because you want to vote with your heart, and that would be the PPC. They're as close to right-wing and capitalist and freedom as you can get, but it's kind of like betting on a horse. The best horse, I like this horse, it's pretty, and it's got potential, but the odds are that it will never win. It's always at the back of the race. I don't know. It's a personal decision, and it ain't easy. And the Conservative Party, this is they have so many promises. It's like an auction sale. Trudeau says, I'll give away $1. O'Toole jumps up, two. How much can I give, right? The latest, greatest thing that O'Toole is offering is he's saying, I'm going to compensate restaurant owners, oh boy, to give a 50% discount on food and drinks Mondays through Wednesdays for 1 month. And that cost is about $1 billion. How do you do that? I mean, you're creating policies for a single month and even for specific days in that month. That's an administrative nightmare. Get out of other people's business. What are you doing? I do know what you're doing. You're trying to get elected, and you're appealing to the liberal crowd, right? You shouldn't be. You should be appealing to the right-wing crowd. You don't go do stuff like this. Might get you elected, but I don't even know if it'll get you elected. I mean, it just gives you a bloody headache. The Liberals should give away more just to compete with them. Maybe, some say that. But really, I say they shouldn't give away anything. They've been in government for 6 years. You should talk about your record. You should have a record. You shouldn't say, I'm going to give you this. You should have said, I did give it to you, and this is my accomplishment. But they don't have a record. I think all Liberals should go to jail just for being stupid and crooked, probably. And when they come out, guess what? They'll have a record. It's about time for a record. Trudeau. Recently, a man threw rocks at him. Hit him, apparently. I don't think it hurt him because he's still walking around. But this man, Shane Marshall of St. Thomas, Ontario, he was charged with assault with a weapon. A weapon? A rock is a weapon now. Ban rocks. You ban guns. You try to ban everything else. Again, that's socialism. Not nice. On gas pumps in British Columbia, Canada, recently I was gassing up my car. And it said this, on the pump, the government of Canada announces funding for COVID-safe voluntary isolation sites in Ontario. Now, is that a subliminal or what? I mean, this is just before the election. There's all kinds of stuff going on like this, and this is using taxpayer money to get them reelected because they give. It's all about giving all of the time and telling people that we're giving more now. I got a story for you. Here it goes. Democracy will cease to exist when you take from those who work and give to those who won't. All the parties, every one of them, with the exception of the PPC, should listen up. Maybe they shouldn't, because they know this already. This is why they're doing what they're doing. There are 8 levels of control with regards to creating a socialist state, right? Healthcare, you control that, you control the people. Poverty, poor people are easier to control. Are they ever? You just give them, you provide for them, you give them everything they can to have a better life. Debt, you increase the debt to a level that's unsustainable. And then you're able to increase taxes from other people to help everybody, because now you've taken control. You, again, being the government, gun control, remove the ability to defend yourself. That's an important thing. That's an important step with regard to socialism. That way the government says, we have a police state now, we will look after you, which of course is wrong. Would you rather have a gun in your hand or a cop on the phone if somebody breaks into your home? But it doesn't matter. That's number 4 of this socialism conversion thing. Number 5, welfare. Take control of every aspect, food, housing, income of your life. Your life. Because that will make you dependent on government. And people right now, they are dependent on the government, more or less. It's going that direction fast. Education, take control of what people read and listen to, and take control of what your children learn in school. Children are learning things in school that it's not good. I mean, it's very bad. Warped stuff. Religion, remove the belief in God from the government and schools, because the people should only believe in the government. You don't want to believe in a higher power. Your higher power are people. Is people like the Prime Minister in Canada. That's your higher power, right? Class welfare, divide the people. You have to divide the people. You have to have little tribes everywhere that fight. And COVID has added a lot to that, the vaccinated, the unvaccinated, and so on. But socialism is always the path towards communism. Communism is socialism in a hurry. Let me end today with this. Wearing a mask. I don't like wearing a mask. And I always kind of have pushback, but you have to wear a mask to get into stores. Every time I'm ready to leave, I remove my mask. Always strikes me as I don't know, something I want to do. No one yet has come up to me and said, hey, sir, put your mask on, because I'm ready with the answer. Put the mask on, I'm leaving. I'm not putting the mask on. Hey, because I'm leaving anyway. You all come back, and we'll hope for the best and prepare for the worst. Happy day.